What's up, guys? Welcome back to Simply FPL. It's almost game week 19, so it's time for the team reveal. Yeah, I know we're still in the middle of game week 18. We've got one game to go tonight, so we'll also have a quick look at how I've done. But yeah, I think my team's kind of locked in for game week 19. 11 double game week players, so we're happy enough. So yeah, we're going to go through that now. Now, before we get through that, and I'm sure more importantly, for those of you that don't follow me on Twitter, I don't really tweet much. It's not something I have a huge amount of interest in doing. However, my hair's getting really long, so and all the barbers are shut for the next couple of months. So what I'm going to do, if I can get up to the magic 500 followers, there's not a huge amount more to go. Once I hit that, I'm going to take a razor to the hair, and I'm going to go full Ronaldo. So I can't guarantee I'm going to have the bit of the front, but I'll definitely get rid of the rest. So if you want to see me shave my head all the way down, get onto Twitter, give me a follow, and yeah, sure. To be honest, I'll probably shave it off anyway, but sure, I'm shilling for some followers, so head over there at Simply FPL, and yeah, give me a follow. Right, here's how we did so far. Game week 18. You could argue it's been a success. 54 points so far with Smith Rowe left to play. 52,000th in the world for game week rank, so top 0.5%. So obviously it's a good thing. The only downside is if I did not touch my team and just played with the 7 players I had, which included Michael Keane, Harry Kane, I'd actually have just under 50 points. So wasting my wild card to get an extra maybe 10 points, was it worth it? I'm not sure. I mean, it does now mean, though, that we've got a really good team going into game week 19 as well. So maybe when you add that up with the game week 18 returns, maybe it was worth it. So I'm still happy enough I used it. My team looks a lot better going into the next 4 to 6 game weeks. But yeah, it wasn't as huge as I'd hoped for. I was hoping for a crazy score this week. 54 is where we're at. With Smith Rowe to play. So hopefully he can bag himself something tonight and push me into the 60s. We've now gone up to about 400,000th in the world. We were a millionth only 2 game weeks ago. So a really nice comeback from the week where we only got 18 points. And yeah, onwards and upwards. So just to have a quick look at the team. We all know who I'm going to boast about first. Ramsdale in goal. A week of me saying to everyone on my videos, on my live streams, that Ramsdale is the perfect alternative to Martinez. They said I was crazy. No clean sheets all season. The worst team in the league. But he's only gone and got me 9 points. So look, my logic was there. And every now and then, when you get the logic correct, you get rewarded. So look, he probably didn't deserve 2 man of the match points. The 3 shots were pretty much just straight at him. I would have saved all 3 of those. So a relatively easy game for him. But we're happy enough. Not many people have him. It's going to be hard to top 9 points as a goalkeeper this week. And look, we're not going to play Ramsdale again till game week 25. But if he can give us another return, that'll be a really successful punt. Which, again, the difference between having a really good fantasy football season and not is when you make educated gambles like this, and they do pay off. So we're happy enough with that. The City boys getting us another double clean sheet. We've had a fair few of those. Diaz with the bonus point. Cancelo, I mean, like, I say it every single video. I swear I say it every video. How is he not getting goals and assists in every single game? He had the potential assist for Mahrez, who should have scored and didn't. He then got through on goal when he took on the defender cutting in, and he hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Like, the amount of attacks that this guy has, like, I mean, I don't think he's ever going to leave my team for the rest of the season. Now, I know I say that phrase a lot, and Calvert-Lewin was one that springs to mind. But, yeah, assuming there's any sort of disaster, I don't see why I'd ever get rid of Cancelo. So, yeah, nailed on for me. 13 points between the lads. On another day, it could have been more. Followed that up. We've got Wan-Bissaka in there as well with a clean sheet. Wasn't too attacking. But it's okay. For the next 10 game weeks, we're really going to rely on United clean sheets. They're probably going to get a few. And yeah, we got our 6 points there. And then Dyer couldn't complete the 5th clean sheet for us. Tottenham looked so good, and they just let in that goal towards the end. Really disappointed. But sure, look, Tottenham, it's the way Mourinho sets up. They go 1-0 up and they just decide to sit back. Kind of their own fault. So, look, as an Everton fan, I suppose the benefit of that is Tottenham are now further behind. So, I mean, in the next in about 10 games' time, if Everton are still where they are, we're going to be scrapping fantasy football. All we're going to care about is watching teams like Tottenham drop points. So, yeah, the pro and cons of that, I guess. Looking at United then, so midfield, I mean, obviously I'd rather Rashford have got the points over Fernandes because he's not owned by as many people. But disappointing that we only got 8 points between the two of them. Rashford with the assist towards the end, no bonus points, and obviously Fernandes wasn't up to much either, so not a huge amount to be said. I don't think it was a great performance by United. Got 14 points from the three players. Away to Burnley, we'll probably take that. So yeah, it could have been better, but it definitely could have been worse. Son, look, I wasn't too convinced that that Spurs would batter Fulham. So yeah, it like one all. It's kind of it's. I'd have thought Spurs would have won, but I'm not surprised with 1-1. So the only disappointment is that obviously Harry Kane got all the points. So we kind of called it right that they wouldn't get a load of goals, but unfortunately Harry Kane, what did he finish on? About 10 points. So that's really bad for us. But yeah, Son with 2, disappointing. But look, that's the way it rolls with Son sometimes. Kevin De Bruyne, I don't even know where to start with what happened with Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, first of all, if he could learn not to kick the ball at the keeper every time, he'd be getting 30 points a game. Like his accuracy with shooting it's so bizarre how accurate he is with crossing, because when it comes to shooting, he just hits it at the keeper. Obviously, got himself the 6 points in the end because he got the assist. But the penalty instant at the end, like when he gets taken out, everyone's cheering. Everyone has De Bruyne. A lot of people have him captain. He's on penalties, we assume. There's going to be no assist because he won it. And then Sterling steps up. And you just know watching it that he was going to miss. Like, he's missed the 2 before. So that's now 3 Premier League penalties in a row Sterling's missed. I don't know why he's taking it. He's only just come on. He's not exactly known for scoring penalties. And De Bruyne's got a really good record with the penalties as well. So I'd imagine De Bruyne's going to be back on them, if not someone else, but certainly not Sterling. So 12 points. I mean, if he takes the penalty, we're looking at another 10 plus bonus points would have gone to 3, double to 6. So he'd have been a 28-point return if he'd have taken the penalty. I mean, that's just disgusting when you say it like that. But anyway, and then finally Wilson. Look, Newcastle were terrible. We only got Wilson in because of the game against Sheffield United. So I don't think it's mutually exclusive. Like, you can think Ramsdale will have a good game against Newcastle. You can also think Newcastle should have a good game against Sheffield United. I'm not completely on board with the idea that you have to pick one team and just go with them. I mean, both teams would have been happy with the fixture. So the way it panned out, we got the points off Ramsdale, not off Wilson, but Wilson's not going to be in there long term. So that's the team for game week 18. Smith Rowe to play. We're happy enough with that. And yeah, hopefully after the double game week, we'll be pushing the top 250,000. And then we can start to make waves into the top 100,000. So we've not had the best season so far, but it's starting to get a bit better for us. So game week 19 team reveal. Here we go. So we're going to see a lot of double game weeks. First of all, squad value 103.3 million, 1.1 in the bank. Very good for where we are at the moment. After everyone used their wild card, the value takes a bit of a hit. We've managed to maintain quite a lot of that value. So again, it's just going to help us with our moves as we get to the end of the season. So looking at the back line, Villa have just got that game against Everton changed to Newcastle, which is excellent for us. Not only as Everton fans, because it means we don't have to cheer against either our own players or our own team, but also because Newcastle's an easier fixture. So we're happy to have Martinez in goal. If we can get a clean sheet from those 2 fixtures and a couple of bonus points or some save points, we'll be fairly delighted. And then the City defenders, Crystal Palace and Aston Villa at home. Like, I'm calling it now. Cancelo's going to break his duck this week. Now, I know he's got 1 assist, but we're thinking he's going to break whatever his record for points. Has he hit double figures once this season? I'm not sure. I don't think he has. We're going to say he's going to do it this week. Like, I don't see how he doesn't get an attack in return against these 2 teams. So, look, we've got 2 City boys. We're hoping for a couple of 0-0s because that's going to suit us with the Aston Villa back. And yeah, there's going to be clean sheets coming there. Similar Wan-Bissaka, Liverpool maybe we won't get a clean sheet, but Fulham will really target one of those. So look, again, we're really hoping for just the one clean sheet from United. It'd be handy, but if Liverpool can have a bad week, that'd be excellent for us because we do not have any Liverpool players. Finally, Soufal. Look, you're going to notice I've gone triple West Ham. Their fixtures this week: West Brom and Burnley at home. Apart from City, City's fixtures, they don't get much better than that. I mean, I'd be. If I didn't have De Bruyne, I'd definitely consider putting the armband on a West Ham player. It's not going to happen, but that's just how good their fixtures are. So, Soufal, an attacking return would be nice. We'd love 2 clean sheets. We'll be absolutely shocked if they don't get at least 1. So, that back 5 we are very happy with. There's going to be a lot of points coming there. Midfield then, so Kevin De Bruyne. The only reason I'm probably not going to triple captain is because Pep Guardiola mentioned that he didn't take the penalty because he was a bit tired. I mean, there's just a good chance he gets a bit of a rest. If he gets dropped in one of those games, which is possible, the triple captain will be wasted. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities to use the triple captain for the rest of the season. We're not going to rush it in a period where there's just been all sorts of craziness. So we're happy enough to give him the captain's armband, but we're not going to use the triple on him. And then Rashford and Fernandes. So look, 2 away games. United are generally quite good away, so we're really just hoping that if we can get a goal each over the 2 fixtures, 2 attacking returns between the 2 of them, we'll be happy enough. And yeah, there's not a huge amount you can say. I mean, the teams kind of picked themselves. Triple City, triple West Ham, and triple United with 2 Villa players. So it's really an easy week for me. And then Souček comes back in the team for Smith Rowe. My Arsenal player was really only for the 1 game week. And yeah, Souček, he's been phenomenal the last 4 or 5 game weeks. So back in the team, no problem doing that. And yeah, if he can get another attack in return, we could really be on fire. We could be in business here. And then finally, strikers, Antonio. Now, I know David Moyes has just said that the new guy they've got's hopefully going to be one that they're going to use a lot. So he might be out of favour, but he's in my team now, so I'm going to keep him in there, obviously. There's a chance he plays both games. I really love Antonio as a player, so I'm hoping he manages to hit a bit of form. And look, there's no better opportunity than against Burnley and West Brom. So look, he might not be long-term for us. He's a bit of a punt at 6.2 million. And I think for that price, if you're not going to punt Antonio this week, when are you going to do it? So yeah, I'm perfectly happy playing him in the double game week, but fully expect him to not play either game. That might not happen as well. So finally, Watkins, first time in my team this season. There was no way for me to get Jack Grealish into this team, so I've had to go Watkins, and I'm happy enough with it because, as I was saying before, a bit of luck, and I think he's really going to hit a bit of form. Aston Villa are playing really well. They're set up for someone like him. He's just been a tad unlucky with a lot of his finishing not hitting the back of the net. So, look, Man City is going to be a tough game. Newcastle's where we're really targeting. I mean, he could easily go and get a hat-trick against Newcastle. So, yeah, I won't be surprised if he does that. So, that's the team. We are really hoping for a 100-point plus week. We've obviously not had a 100-pointer this season. I don't recall getting one last season actually either. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I'm really hopeful we're going to get one. So look, we're going to do a live stream on Saturday morning, a deadline stream. They've been a lot of fun. I mean, we got 550 people at one point watching last week's one. So yeah, more than happy to keep doing them. Yeah, so we'll have more information on that. We'll probably start around 10 o'clock on Saturday. That's UK time. And yeah, just to flick back to the first page before we end this, go like my Twitter. And yeah, you might see me with a new haircut sometime next week. Yeah, I'll leave you with that. So drop your comments as ever. I'll try and respond to a lot of them. And enjoy the game tonight. And yeah, we'll speak to you Saturday.